Hey guys, today I'm going to give you guys an in-depth history of a device that is in millions upon millions of people's pockets. The iPhone. Yes, the iPhone has evolved so much over the past, what? 6 years? Yeah, about 6 years. 07. Now, when the iPhone first came out, there was no, I don't even think there was the App Store. No, there wasn't. There was no App Store. There was no multitasking. There was no Siri. There was no reminders. There was no notes. No, wait, I think there was notes. Okay. I don't think there was notification center. There was no group messaging. There was no 3G. There was no GPS. There was no none of that. The iPhone, the original iPhone, was very, very advanced for its time. It had a lot of features that a lot of phones at the time didn't have. And as the iPhone has progressed, each iPhone has added a new substantial version of iOS. Oh, and the iPhone didn't come in any color but black. You couldn't get it in white. That didn't come until, I believe, the 3G. But each iPhone 3G, 3GS, 4, and 4S, except the 5, have brought a new version of the OS. So you have iOS. At the time, let me tell you, at the time it was not called iOS. It was called iPhone OS. It wasn't until later that they started calling it iOS for short, but it's the same thing. So version 1 was on the original iPhone. Version 2 added some more features, 3G, GPS, the App Store, and I will insert a link in the description about that goes a little bit more in depth with iOS. But back to the device itself, the iPhone has evolved quite a bit. The device itself was sleek. It fit in one's pocket. You had to sync it with your Mac or your PC to iTunes to get everything up and running here. There was no iCloud, and it was only on AT&T at the time. There was no Sprint, Verizon, or T-Mobile like there is now. There were a lot of things that were different. And I think a lot of the things, or one of the biggest complaints, was no 3G. The iPhone ran on AT&T's Edge network, and that network was slow. While other phones were using 3G, the iPhone was using Edge. That was a really slow network. And with the iPhone 3G, as the name implies, it brought 3G to the iPhone. And 3G was faster. Actually, 3G, as Steve Jobs put it, was approaching the speed of Wi-Fi. That's how fast 3G was compared to Edge. The iPhone 3GS obviously brought some more features to the iPhone. Faster, it was a faster phone. It came in white or black. Actually, I think even the 3G came in white or black, I do believe. But those were the first couple 3 generations of iPhone. It brought version 2 came along on the iPhone 3G, version 3.0 came along on the 3GS. The huge update to the iPhone came along with the iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 brought a totally new design to the device. It brought a front-facing camera. It brought FaceTime to the iPhone. It brought multitasking. I believe it even brought notification center, but that could actually have been in an earlier version. The iPhone 4S, largely unchanged, brought Siri. It brought notification center. It brought reminders. It brought a lot of new features. And now the iPhone 5 has brought a thinner design, a better camera, a new lightning connector to the iPhone. But these are generally everything the iPhone has accomplished over the past 6 years. And again, I will insert that link into the description when I find it of the differences between iOS versions.